Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all having a great Saturday and a great weekend. Well, welcome to the final Saturday of my November Saturday stitching. And we're going to be starting Santa Claus and Pets. And I'll be starting right in here, right under that dog's chin, basically. And the color that I'm using is 816. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to turn it upside down here. Sorry. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Well, I hope you're all having a good day. I haven't done too much yet today at all. I did enough yesterday. I went and did the laundry, and I had to go and make the rent payment because, you know, that's all coming up. So, but we're good. So today I thought I'd just stay inside and stitch for a change. Now next Saturday we will be having Christmas stitching. So we're gonna try to do that all throughout the month of December. So I've got some new ones that I've been saving from some of the people I've done reviews for that will be starting off and on, so can't guarantee that that's going to be on a Saturday, you know, but we're gonna get into some of this Christmas stitching stuff. So yay! I can't believe it's going to be Christmas in like 25, 26 days. Yeah. Insane. And then the next thing you know, it'll be New Year's. Holy cow, this whole year has just gone really, really fast. Missed the hole completely. Sorry, I had to get that clip out of my way. Oh yeah, I gotta bring you down too, don't I? Dang it. That needle's kind of slickery. So yeah, I watched, there was a football game on actually, so I got to watch that. Watched stuff on YouTube, and just, I fixed a pork steak for dinner. I was gonna fix something like with a hamburger, but no, that was just too much. And the cold water was kind of froze this morning. It's not like I had a whole bunch of backed up dishes. Don't you just love when that happens? No, that was not a problem. So it finally got unthawed. So, yep. It was like 13 degrees this morning when I got up. And the wind chill, I guess there was wind. It wasn't hardly noticeable. It was only about 15 miles an hour, so it wasn't too terrible wind. But, yep. So no big deal. Thank goodness that worked out, and it defrosted, because hadn't done that before, so I don't know what its problem was. Just one more thing. Ouch. So what is everybody else working on? You working on something to finish it for Christmas, or as a gift, or just something for yourself? Just wondered. I was really tired yesterday. I laid down for 2.5 hours. I just didn't get up. I just needed to shut down, you know? I'm always that way about big holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know, Easter. Just seems like it's so stressful to get to that point or whatever, and then when it's all over, it's like, okay, I can relax now. Well, come on, thread. Where am I? I had to put my thimble on. I worked on that stitching on Tree of Life yesterday for a little bit in between. That was basically all I stitched on. Just sat there and kind of vegged. Some days are like that. This grid seems to be a little off, just a little bit. So I thought I'd start there and work it across. I don't see a problem anyplace else, so I don't think it's going to be too horrible. I have had some that were bad, if you will. But this doesn't seem to be like that at all, so. Just those dots aren't in the center. So, we'll see. It'll be fine. At least the symbols are nice and big, you know, and it doesn't have like half cross stitches you're looking at or anything strange symbols. You know how sometimes it can be. So, I think it's totally fine. We'll fix it. But you gotta get into a groove here, and then it just seems to straighten everything out. So, just a little patience. Not a biggie. Because I've had some that were totally off through the whole thing, so I don't know what this little bunch is about, but it's not too terrible. See how it's all now going back into the square, so I don't know. Kind of weird, but we'll just work through it. It'll be fine. So I have no idea what plans I have for this week. I'll probably keep stitching on that peacock. I keep adding. I'm trying to get that flower that we had started with done. Because it has, oh, we'll call it 3 or 4, maybe even more, shades of red in it. And it's not real difficult at all to stitch on. It's very nice. So, it works. So I like putting some, it's like Colorful Town. It's not as intense, really, as Colorful Town is, where, you know, you have lines of colors and all the shading and stuff. Yeah. So, it's fairly easy to stitch on. I think what was making that peacock heart a little hard to stitch on was the fact where I was stitching in the middle of the canvas, like the middle top, and it was kind of hard to hang on to all the stuff from left to right. So, yeah, we'll come back to that over there. We'll just keep on going. So, yeah, I hope this turns out as good as I think it will. Shouldn't have any problems. It has nice, what do you call it, back stitching lines. They're bigger areas, so not so much infinite detail of all the leaves and all the this and all the that, yeah. So that works for me. And big areas to sew means, you know, you can just get a color out and stitch, you know. And you won't have to change colors quite so often, is where I was going with that, sorry. Horse, barn, you know, holy cow. So I really got no plans to leave the house all weekend. Short of getting the mail today, but that's not a big deal. So we'll see how good that all turns out. And the snow is starting to melt off little by little, but it was clear and we'll call it cool. You know, I mean, it wasn't freezing. So I think it got to be like, oh, the mid to upper, ouch, 30s yesterday. So that was really a good thing. And the sun shone the whole time. And there was that wind. Like I said, it really wasn't much. So, but I did notice, yeah, I mean, the roads were perfectly fine. They had scraped those all really good that night before it all froze up, you know. And we didn't have any problems driving to Leadville. So I think he hit a couple snow-packed patches, but like I said, there's kind of a little short canyon, if you will, area. So there's parts that don't get sun. So other than that, we did just fine. And it's been like that for the last 2 or 3 years. You know, there hadn't been any snow on the roads, let's say. They've gotten that all, you know, situated. So I like that fact. And my son-in-law, he's a very good driver, so I got no worries. None at all. So some days you just gotta trust, right? But he's not a reckless driver at all. He drives for a living, so he doesn't want to lose his commercial license, so he's a very good driver. Well, if I could just get well, that ain't gonna work. I was gonna bend it around. I'm using my clip. These clips are invaluable. If you can get some of these clips, they're cheap and they work exceptional. I've had these clips probably for, gosh, oh no, over a year. They don't break easily. They are awesome. So is anybody going anywhere this weekend? Gonna do anything Sometimes I know people have their Thanksgivings on the weekend, you know, just because it suits the family better. People work, you know, during the week sometimes. And even my granddaughter had to work on Thanksgiving Day, so. Geez. But sometimes we would have it, you know, on the weekend just because my dad had to work in between all that. And it was just easier, you know, and it'd be at somebody else's house, so. We can bend and adapt. Is anybody going to go anywhere for Christmas? I mean, as far as like going on a trip, or some people take their vacations at Christmas. I think we're having Christmas at my daughter's house, so won't have to leave town for that. Yay. Oop. Now we're getting over here. Oh, come on. There we go. I didn't use the needles in the kit this time. I just used what I had in my pin cushion. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't use them. It depends how short I am on these smaller needles. I have a whole boatload of the, you know, the bigger ones. So, and that works just fine. Pull that down. Let me turn that over so you can see. I'd kind of like to come back and start working on that dog that's like in the crook of his, I'll show you, right here. He looks so cute. There's his nose and his hair, his fur, holy cow. So yeah, it's so cute. Thank you for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.